Hello again and welcome back to Mass Effect 3. So we're starting in the pause screen because I realized that the reason why we got a message saying to level up is because this is the first time that Edie has been in our party. So I gave her, I filled out her Unshackled AI and then had her auto level up everything else. I don't know why she decided to focus on Incinerate when Decoy is so much more fun. But yeah, so reinforced armor to protect full coats, current purge the currents to restore shields. Okay, fantastic. So she's now fully leveled up, but I also noticed, for some reason, I have gained more money. 2100. $20,100. Credits. I'm gonna stop talking about that now. Okay, that means that we might have enough to purchase the VI. If that is the case, then I will go purchase the fish feeder VI. And then we don't have to worry about our fish dying. Fingers crossed that I actually have enough to purchase it. I don't know if I have quite enough. Let's find out. Fish VI. Koi fish. Gauntlets. No. It's not in here. Okay. Fish VI. Aquarium VI. I do not have enough to purchase it yet. Alright. We're gonna have to try to keep our fish alive until we can buy that. But now we've got to return to the Normandy. We have been on that station for far too long. Don't know why the Eclipse stuff is glitched out. Thank you.
Commander?
I've got unread messages. Let's see here. Omega, it's time. From Mario to Loke, it's time. Shepard, I'm ready to discuss our pet project I mentioned when we spoke in Purgatory. Come to Dock 42 on the Citadel. A Bataria named Bray will be waiting. Okay, so since we've spoken with her, we can officially go and take back, Omega. But we definitely won't be starting that until we're finished with the other stuff. Alright. Let me go check on my fish. She returned my fish to me, which means that all the fish that survived Mass Effect 2 should be back in my tank. Yep, there they are. I will be buying the new fish, the koi fish, etc. I'm going to feed them just this one time, and hopefully, I'll be able to, keep them alive long enough to buy that VI. Because they're probably gonna die under my care, let's be honest. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, I know, go to Dock 42. Alright, let's see. Meet with diplomats, that's the last thing we want to do. Rescue the students is the next thing we have to do. Find artifacts in the kite's nest. What's this over here? Scan for Dr. Garneau. Okay. Let's do the artifacts first. Then we immediately go to rescue the students. These artifacts are what's gonna help us. These artifacts are what's gonna help us. 66% of assets recovered. Okay, so that means that there's something to find around here. Alright, so this is the best way to scan for stuff that you haven't found yet. If it's not on a planet, then by flying across this stuff, you'll hear something pop up, even though you won't see it. And that allows you to scan right on top of it. So just back and forth like this, and you should be fine. Oh, okay, it tells you where to find the artifacts, that's good. I need to stop talking, I have to hear what I'm trying to find. Alright, let's risk a scan. Alright. No more scans. Once again, you should never scan... I haven't scanned Indris, so we'll stop here first. You should never scan... What is this? Okay. Let's do it right here.
Signal confirmed.
You should try not to scan at the, opening location too often until you've found everything at the other locations. Alright, there we go. We're on a straight line to it. There it is. What did we find? Governor Grothin Posnas. I'm sure he's important for something. 50% of assets recovered. Alright, we still have 2 planets that we can scan. Also, this thing hasn't technically been scanned. The fact that it's already appearing leads me to believe that we shouldn't have to scan it again. Ooh, found it. Alright, and Reaper alertness did not get to 100%. Wreckage for fuel, yay! Back to 1,000. Alright, 100% of assets recovered from here. And let's head to the artifacts. Doesn't look like I've searched that other location either. Vanna, find artifacts. Okay, hold on. Before we do that... Lots of asteroid belts. Okay, let's do between these 2 planets. Damn it. Alright, we're just gonna fly around. If we're lucky, we'll hear something. At least we know that the planets don't have anything on them. Okay, that's the outer circle. That would be the inner circle, or the secondary circle, thirdary circle, and now we fly into the sun. Okay. Alright, I guess this is the only thing to look for. Large rock planet. Okay, apparently I have to scan it. Yeah, of course you did. Damn it! Alright, I gotta land. Oh, it's just a scan. Okay. You really made me do that. It's really annoying. Black market artifacts, ah. This was the stuff for Barlavon. Alright, now we gotta escape. There we go.
Reapers eluded.
Okay, everything else is 100% except for the main location. Oh, that was only 50%. Alright, well, I'm not gonna try to scan here right now. Never mind. I'm gonna try to scan here right now. Damn it, I was hoping they wouldn't have noticed. Damn it. Alright, no more scans. We made it by the skin of our teeth. Quite literally. Okay, let's go rescue the students. You definitely need these kids to be okay. Alright, let's see. Grissom Academy, that's literally the only thing here. Alright, let's scan here. Nothing. No Reaper awareness, so that's good. We can scan as much as we want. We don't have to worry about Reapers in this place. Just Cerberus. Oh, I forgot! Hold on, I gotta exit. We forgot that we added new crew members. Remember? We got, Gabby and, what's his name out of...
Commander, thank you.
It's great to be back.
Feels good to be in an Alliance uniform again.
Welcome aboard, Chief.
Daniels and Donnelly.
Nothing to report.
Commander.
Alright.
Need anything, Commander?
Ken Donnelly.
How's Engineer Donnelly working out?
The kid's got talent. Now if he could just learn to shut his damn mouth.
Problems?
I'm sorry, Commander. Donnelly is dedicated, knowledgeable, and thinks on his feet. I'm glad to have him on my team. Could use a lesson or two about respecting chain of command, but I've handled the likes of him before. No need for
Alright. Gabby Daniels.
How's Engineer Daniels working out?
her. I like. She's sharp and knows propulsion theory better than most physicists I've met. And she's easy to work with, too. Always said you had an eye for talent. Good job bringing her back to the Alliance.
Of course.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first.
AI?
Yeah, but I saw. And then there were the...
Alright, that's the conversation we already had. That's why I'm skipping it. Alright, everything else is all good.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
Eventually, they come up with something to make improvements.
I told you Shepard would come visit.
There you go. Alright, now we can go save the students. I almost forgot about those two. I told you Shepard would come visit. Yeah, of course I would. You're valuable crew members. Grissom Academy, that is a beautiful place. That's where we sent, what was his name? Daniel? Alright, so we now have Javik and we have Edie as our companions. Now, you know me, I like having Garrison and Tali on my team. Tali's not an option right now. I could put Edie on board, that would be pretty nice. And then maybe I'll use Javik for the next mission. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Garrus. Do I have appearance for Garrus? Yes, I do have appearance for Garrus. Ooh, full suited, huh? Hold on, let me get a better view. I like the commando outfit. Don't like that. This is just kind of his normal fatigues, as usual. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the normal outfit. That's what works best. Okay, now let's check out Edie. Okay. We're gonna keep her in regular robot body. Alright. We have our squad. Now we need our loadouts. Obviously, I'm not changing anything. I love the loadout that I currently have. Garrus, I don't think you can use the Black Widow. You can use the Black Widow. I'm giving you a Black Widow. Alright. Let's see, let's give you... let's see, damage, capacity. You don't need the concentration mod. So let's give you... accuracy through smoke, and... yeah, we'll give you high capacity as well. There you are, my good sir. That is yours. And then we currently have you on the M8 Avenger. We can give you any of these. We're gonna stick you with the Avenger. But we will mod it, because we got another mod. There you go. Good enough. Perfect. Alright, Edie. You are using pistols and submachine guns. Let's see, we only got one submachine gun, so we'll give you that. Accuracy, ultralight materials, recoil system, high velocity barrel. We're gonna do the high velocity barrel and the recoil system. That'll make things nice for you. Alright. That's good. And then pistols. We only have one pistol. Mods for it. Magazine upgrade. Piercing mod. Ultra lightweight materials. Cranial trauma system. Increase headshot damage. Let's do the cranial trauma system. I was gonna give you the magazine, but I really like the idea of the piercing mod. So we'll give that to you as well. And since you are the way you are, we'll call that good. And, oh, I went back into it, okay. Oh, I've got the piercing mod, but I also have the higher capacity, okay. Alright, we're all good. Garrus, do you have points to spend? You do have points to spend. Proximity mine. No, I think we're saving up for armor-piercing ammo, if I remember correctly. Otherwise, I would definitely do the prox mine. What if I auto-level you? What'll you do? You put it in prox mine. We'll keep it as is. I like you having prox mines for some reason. That seems appropriate for a sniper. In fact, part of me wishes I could have prox mines.
And there's the folks who answered the distress call. Cerberus cruiser. At least a dozen fighters on blockade duty. Too many for us in a straight-up fight. They must want this place bad.
Receiving incoming transmission.
Let's hear it.
SSB Normandy, this is Kaylee Sanders, Director of Grissom Academy. We need immediate assistance. Cerberus is attacking the facility. They're after my students.
This is Commander Shepard. We're blocked on a direct approach.
I know. They've taken control of our docking base.
Any alternatives?
There's an auxiliary cargo port I could probably open.
All right. We'll come in by shuttle and get your students out of there. Joker, can you give me a diversion?
Oh boy, can I?
Alright. Shuttle is away, and Normandy is in attack mode. Here we go. Come on, fighters. We got something to fight.
Come and get me.
Give him hell, Joker. You fly better than you walk. Alright, meanwhile...
Keep the shuttle in position. We'll be back.
Alright, here we go. Alright. I really don't like how quiet that was. They should have put some words to it.
Commander, I'm locked in a server room around the corner. Cerberus troops are trying to get in.
Do you now? Okay. That was terrible. I was just all over the place. That wasn't terrible. Where are you? Goodbye. Okay, so the first time that I looked through that scope, it did slow time just a moment. But every time afterward, it was just regular.
Sanders, we're clear. It's me.
Commander, thank you. Admiral Anderson always said you were the best. And with Cerberus coming for my students, I need the best.
How many of you are there?
Fewer than 20. Most were sent home when word of the Reaper invasion spread. But a few volunteered to stay. Some are prototyping tech for the Alliance. Others are biotics. They've been training for military operations, working together as biotic artillery.
What about Anderson?
You
said something about Admiral Anderson.
Yes, we met, God, what's it been? 20 years ago when he was a Spectre candidate. I was there when Saren betrayed him. David saved my life that day. He's a good man.
He was on Earth when the Reapers hit. He stayed behind when I got off-world.
I hadn't heard. We've been cut off from most news. He's alive?
Alive and fighting. He's currently leading the resistance movement.
Good. If we get out of here... well, just tell him to stay alive.
What's this about students?
A few months knocking over practice dummies can't prepare your students for war.
Agreed, but the Alliance needs every resource it can get. And our students are unique resources. They wanted to help. How could we say no with the entire galaxy falling apart? Hang on. I've been trying to get communications working.
This is Froberg. There are students trapped in Orion Hall. Cerberus has us boxed in. They're closing fast.
Damn it.
Orion Hall?
Back out the door and down the hallway. I can get the door open.
I'll bring them back here and we'll make a run for the shuttle.
Thank you, Commander. I'll stay put. With luck, I can regain control of some of our systems.
Alright. Interesting that it put me back out in the hallway. Ah, she seals herself in. Level up. Oh, I leveled up. I think that's what that means. Alright, do we want combat drone or armor-piercing ammo? Or fitness? Never mind. Alright. Armor-piercing ammo is currently at 5, so combat drone should be the next thing I level up. Okay, do we want shock or do we want shield and damage increase? I was gonna go with chain lightning here over rockets. So if that's the case and I can get damage and shields up, that way this will do a lot, considerable larger amount of damage. But maybe it won't do any damage because I won't choose lightning. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it doesn't lock me out, so... electrical pulses jump and hit 3 additional targets, or rockets. Or I can switch to shock. Short range attack, deal 3 out of 10 points of damage across a 2-meter radius. Drone stuns enemies for short duration. Ooh. I want to undo that upgrade. And I want shock. Stunning enemies is going to be much better for sniping them. Holding them still. And then we'll do chain lightning on the next one. Lightning build. Alright. Edie, you've got points to spend. I'm gonna have you auto level. Garrus. You don't have enough points to spend on anything. Alright. Let's save our game since we leveled up.
I'll get the door for you. It leads to Orion Hall.
Thank you. Oh, damn. There's nothing we can do about it. See? Poor kid. Or poor teacher. Okay, let's see here. Surrender? Of course.
Nobody's going to hurt you. The file says that you're alive. But your sister, she's optional. You give us trouble, we'll find her.
No, you won't. Alright, good work.
There may be more nearby. Play dead until it's safe, then get to Kaylee Sanders in security.
Okay, but my sister Sean is out here somewhere too.
Don't worry, we'll find her. Alright. Okay, we're coming here. Datapad. Hell yeah. That's more for my fish tank. Okay, so he's playing dead while we try to locate his sister. We're gonna move over here. Tactical analysis of you, student ID number 275668. Unshielded opponent approaching at 2 o'clock, shielded opponent approaching at 12 o'clock, both holding heavy pistols. Most effective way to take them down. You chose Shockwave. Correct answer. Singularity followed by Warp. Instructor comments. Shockwave inadequate against shielded enemy. Your barrier would hold long enough against heavy pistols for a singularity to catch both. Warp on the unstable biotic field created by the singularity results in an explosion neutralizing both enemies. Alright. Learning the tactics behind your biotics. Wonderful. Oh. SMG heatsink. And personal log. Instructor's log. The kids are getting better at this shit, but I'm worried. I don't think we've got enough time to pull this off, and there's just no way they could really survive out there without any more training. Without way more training. Not without any field experience at all. Doing my best to get them ready. Didn't think I'd ever care this much, but I won't let anyone hurt them. They're my kids. Mine. Alright. This is a very overprotective teacher. Kinda love it. Oh. That's right, we're threatening their safety. Oh. Low priority. That's what I wanted to do, not switch my weapon. Oh, that's not one of mine. Goodbye. Alright, so she was gunned down. That was probably the guy's sister. Which is unfortunate. Ooh, a new weapon. Continue. It's a shotgun. Oh, we're not done fighting, are we? There we go. Well, that's unfortunate. I honestly don't know if we could have saved her. And even if we could have, I don't know if that's his sister or not. I assume it is. They both have red hair and they're both wearing red outfits. How would you save her, I guess? Because they're behind a door. You know? She was running and was gunned down. Ooh. Maddox, excuse me. Let's see what's over here. Oh wait, hold on.
I just got an emergency message from the students in Orion Hall. One of our instructors is with them, but they can't hold out much longer.
Okay, so they have the instructor with them. Oh, there's someone.
Stay back. I'll...
Crap, she's hurt. She needs help now.
Sean.
There she is.
How do you know my name?
I saved your brother. He's with Kaylee Sanders at security. Can you get to her?
Yeah. I just need to rest for a minute. Thank you.
Alright, we saved her sister. It's unfortunate about the other student, but nothing I could have done to save her. Which is unfortunate. Right, we're headed to Orion Hall. We've got to find this instructor and hopefully save the students. but it's time to end. Thank you so much, Genny, for joining me today. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out whenever you do that. As I always like to say at the end of these videos, don't get assassinated!